Hey, what's going on, ladies and excuse me, not ladies and gentlemen. Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. It's the one, the only. Nintendofreak 2011, aka Criticism Guide 2009. Before I begin, this video is brought to you by Powerade Lemon Lime Green. One of the best besides the blue and the orange one I usually drink. But other than that, it's not what I'm here to talk about today. Real quick, I really wanted to do this thing since like Saturday. But hopefully you read the title of the above. And before I do begin, real quick, just want to start off by saying, if you check out any of my criticism guide videos, I just finished uploading a video about this girl that told this guy to go fuck himself or whatever, this judge. So definitely check that shit out. I was a little bit on a rant on that video, so definitely check that out. I'll leave my second channel on that side in the description box below. Excuse me about that. Before I begin, also real quick, this is a My Little Pony, episode 12, season 3. Ponies for the win. I thank God they actually showed a new episode this week because I thought they were going to push it back again. Because come on, Hub, you shouldn't be doing that. Don't fuck around with your fans like that. It's stupid, you know? Other than that, real quick, I wanted to show you what it's about. This coming episode is going to be a whole other episode. It's all about Twilight turning to Alicorn, so let me show you a sneak peek of it real quick. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's supposed to be Twilight Sparkle and Alicorn. This is going to be the season finale, so check this shit out right here. I cannot wait to check this shit out because I'm going to be damn well excited to see if she actually does turn into one or not, unless that was a teaser trail. I also have another one. I forgot where it was at, but I decided to look at this logo. Yeah, here it is. It was for Entertainment Weekly. It was showing the rumors about her being an Alicorn, so this might be it because they did show Rarity have on Rainbow Dash's cutie mark, so this is going to be an official episode now. It's not just going to be a fan, not just going to be a fan service thing anymore. It's actually going to be official now. So, like always, Warren Fowles, thank you very much for making all the bronies and even the pony fans out there very happy once again. You know, thumbs up for the shit because that girl is fucking amazing. Other than that, let's get to this episode real quick. Episode 12, the official Ponygames of the Crystal Empire. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but something like that. You'll see it in the title below. That's the link description. The title of the above. Excuse me. So yeah, basically the episode, this one was a little bit different because in a way, the way this episode started off, it started off where, just for sidekicks, with the episode where Spike had to take care of all the pets and everything, it started where it left off. It was kind of weird. I was like, oh man, this is going to be another fucking rerun? Are you serious? Bullshit. But when I saw later on, I was like, oh no, this is the new one. So they kind of trolled us a little bit in the beginning, you know. Warren Fowles, you sneaky little bitch. But other than that, you know, basically the episode really begins when Rainbow Dash tells Twilight, oh, we're going to be late for Crystal Empire. We got to go, Twilight. Oh, yeah, no, before I do keep going, I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 of this episode because I'm probably going to be expecting a call pretty soon. Somebody wants to buy our little baby Chihuahua dog, so definitely I apologize ahead of time. So before we do keep going, you know, yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to have to do a part 2 of this video, so sorry about that future interruption. So other than that, let's keep going. So basically, what happens is they're rehearsing their little thing for the inspector that's supposed to be checking out the Crystal Empire because she's the one that decides which city it gets played in Equestria. It's kind of like the Olympic Games, once every 4 years, but this is the pony version of the Olympic Games, the Ponygames. And what happens is that they're rehearsing and they're doing their little cheerleading things like 2, 4, 6, hey, who do we appreciate? And I'm like, that threw me off for a loop a little bit because I was like, oh man, we're back in high school again now? But that was funny though. And then they're like, all aboard for the Crystal Empire. And then they finally get there and they didn't get that much time to rehearse because they all crash into the wall. I'm like, oh man, these ponies are so funny, man. Even when they're rehearsing right after a minute after they get to the Crystal Empire, you know. And then the train conductors, we are all here to the Crystal Empire. And then after that, they got off the Crystal Empire, and then just looking around, and Pinkie Pie. There's a lot of jokes on Pinkie Pie in this one, so I was really excited. You already know how much I love that girl. She got a special place in my fucking heart. Awesome. Other than that, yeah, she's all like, ooh, the Crystal Empire is so pretty, a lot more better than it was before. Because, you know, in the first one, the first episode of season 3 is all about, what's his name? King Songbird that was, taking over the Crystal Empire was bad. Now it's good. Other than that, what happens is that, what's it called? yeah, they finally get to the Crystal Empire. They go see Princess Cadence, and then they do their little thing like they did in the second season at the end, with Tristalis was taking over Ponyville. They did Sunshine, Denton has the name, something, and do a little shake. I think shake your hooves and do a little shake. I don't know. That little dance in Twilight and Cadence does most of the time. They showed that again, and then like after that, they were looking at this little boutique area, like where all the ponies are getting their hooves done and everything, and then they're getting their tans and everything going on. It's supposed to make their coats more shiny and their manes better. It's kind of like a little hair salon for ponies. Other than that, what's it called? What happens is that Cadence, she tells them what's going on, how the Crystal Empire games are going to be working out and everything. And then, like, then she leaves this responsibility to Rarity to take care of her hair because she has to do a ceremonial dressing thing. And, like, Rarity kind of fucks it up a little bit. She was up for the challenge, and then Rainbow Dash was like, "That a girl, Rare. Way to step it up, Rare." That's what she says. And then, like, when she sees this big giant list of how she has to do her mane, or aka her hair, she has to do it in the right, precise, perfect way. And it can't be no flaws or mistakes with it at all, you know? And it has to be crystals in it, of course, because it's Crystal Empire, obviously. And then what happens after that is that, what else? Then the rest of the ponies, they have to go see the health, not the health inspector, the games, like the Pony Games Olympic specialist, health inspector, that's what it was. And then after that, they actually get the wrong pony. They get this one from like Louisiana or Kentucky because he has that accent voice. She's kind of like Applejack's accent, except it doesn't really sound Texas like hers. It's more like Louisiana, Kentucky instead. And then I thought she had like her cutie mark, and I thought it was like a banana thing, but it was actually a little chicken coop. That's what it was. And I'm like, they got some redneck pony from the South? Really? Oh man, this is going to be a blast watching this shit. It's going to be hard to even hold my drink while I was watching this last week Saturday. Which wasn't this one, it was a blue one. But other than that, what's it called? Yeah, they end up getting the wrong pony the whole time. It's just like, well, tie me down and throw me in the barn, you know, like that type of southern accent. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a fucking awesome field day right here. Other than that, and then like they end up saying, oh, are you sure this is the right pony? Yeah, it is the right pony, because Twilight, Princess Cadence taught her how to breathe. She had to do, she was doing that most of the time, so that way she doesn't get all panicky and everything, all shit just breaks loose, all hell breaks loose. And then what happens after that is that they bring back the little southern pony, which they don't know her name, but they think she's the inspector for the Equestria Games, or Cancer Lot Games, I'm not sure. The Pony Games, that one. And what happens is that they bring her to this nice big giant palace. She says, oh, I've never been in a palace before. And then like the thing that made me like really wonder about this pony is like she's really, really claustrophobic, but they don't say that in the show because, you know, little kids are watching it too. 5, 6-year-olds aren't, I don't know what that means. Well, basically, if you don't know what that means, it's people that are really scared of really small rooms and small places. They don't like it. They like to be outdoors a lot more than they do indoors. And they have a fear of being way too closed up in a space like closets or something, or a bathroom. You know, they're scared of those certain types of rooms, you know? Because they got to be in the outdoors in the open. And that's what was making me laugh a little bit. I was like, oh my God, are you scared of just some tiny little room that's not going to do nothing to you, you know? And then, like, she's all scared of everything, and she's like, oh, I got to go out and stretch my legs if you don't mind, little darlings. And then they're like, okay, sure, no problem. You haven't even seen the rest of the empire yet. And after that, she gets all tired and everything, and then Pinkie Pie takes care of her for a little bit, which is really, really funny as shit, because, you already know how much I love Pinkie Pie. Like I said, she's got a special place in my fucking heart. Awesome. You know, she's like, oh, this is all the round room. This is the round. Everything is circular and motion and everything. And it's so roundiness. And it's redundant. And then, like, the other one that's scared of claustrophobic rooms is like, oh, you mean rotundus? And then, like, she's like, oh, round is round, silly. It's just so fucking awesome, because, you know, that is my girl right there besides Derpy. Other than that, what happens is that, after that, she gets out and breaks loose from the, what's it called, for the Crystal Empire, and inside and indoors, and then she goes out to the field where Shining Armor's at, because Twilight went to go check on Rarity before she went to go check up on Shining Armor, because Rarity was still dealing with Princess Cadence's mane, and like, she said, imagine a porcupine look, that's how bad it is. And then Twilight's like, breathing in and out, like Cadence taught her how to do it. And then what happens after that, is that, what's it called, yeah, then she goes to check up on the other pony to see how she's doing with the inspector, but that's not really the inspector later on, but they don't figure it out to the end of the show. And then what happens after that is that basically Rainbow Dash and the other one, she was going to take her to a gym or something, but they didn't have no gym in the Crystal Empire, so she had to take them out in the field. That's where Twilight was going to meet up with her older brother, Shining Armor. So a lot of pony and bronies out there love that dude. And what's it called? There's a girly version, not a girly version, but a female version called Gleaming Shield. She's a freaking hot piece of ass. If I was a pony, I'd hit that for sure. But yeah, basically, yeah, she goes out to go see Shining Armor. She wanted to know if like he could help her do certain things because the health inspector's gonna be coming pretty soon. And then what happens is that I can't do it right now. Like I'm training all these crystal ponies for the Pony Olympic Games, and I'm like now what are you guys ponies gonna do? Are you gonna speed or are you gonna trot? You know, it's crazy. But other than that, then they show the other one, which is supposedly the health inspector for the Pony Olympic Games. She's out there, she's like, oh, finally, I'm in the outdoors, woo! And then she's all smiling and everything. And then she's just running across the track. She's like, what the heck? And Shining Armor's like, what in the world is she doing? What's she doing here? And then, like, Twilight tells Shining Armor that she's the inspector for the Equestria Olympic Pony Games. And then Shining Armor's like, whoa, I need somebody like that on my team. And then after that, there's this base thing that falls on her head. She starts panicking, gets all claustrophobic again. And then it's up to Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy to go speed chase her while they fly through the air to try to get her. And then when they finally take off the, They finally take off the little base on her, she gets all calm again. And then they go all the way out to the end of the train track area where Shining Armor, Twilight, and the rest of the ponies are out there. They finally figure out that she wasn't Miss Hemidew, which was the original inspector for the Equestria Olympic Pony Games. And they get all scared, and then like Twilight's all breathing real heavy, like, oh no, I'm gonna die, you know, that type of crazy ass panic shit that she usually does. Because some ponies say, and a lot of bronies think that she might have Asperger's disease, but I don't think she does. She's just nervous all the time. That's what she is. But other than that, you know, Cliff Terra Strong, she does a lot of work and dedication in her voice, so definitely a good shout out to her. Other than that, you know, what happens at the end, they finally find the real inspector, and she's at the pony salon where they showed in the beginning of the episode where Pinkie Pie jumps in like a freaking pool balloon. It's like, ooh, it's so jello-y. What I love about her, her randomness is what makes me love her so fucking much. But other than that, yeah, they show them and everything like that, and then they finally find out to the conclusion. They find the real inspector over there with a British accent like Rarity, but more thicker, like, what is the meaning of this imposterous outcome, you know, all that type of shit, you know. And then after that, like, she's talking to the southern redneck pony, and she's all like, oh my god, I had the best trip in all Equestria. Like, I got treated like queen, you know, like that type of thing. And like, what's it called? After that, what happens is that, what's it called? I keep saying what's it called because, you know, that's my vocabulary. Don't like it, get the fuck out, fuck off. But if you do, got my respect and honor and dignity and, you know, trustworthiness with me, you know? But, yeah, other than that, what happens is that, yeah, like, she ends up passing him off as an A+, and then they're allowed to have the Equestria Olympic Pony Games there, and then she's happy to hear it. It's like, without being unbiased or unfair or anything, she gives them an A+, and she tells them that they're allowed, tells them and Cadence and the rest of the ponies that they're allowed to have the Equestria Games into that type of Crystal Empire city, which is in Equestria, of course, where else? And then after that, all the ponies celebrate, they're all happy, and they're giving each other hoof bumps. There was a lot of bro hoof bump things on there. They'd go, hoof cha, like that. And I was laughing a lot, because there was a lot more fan service that Lauren Fowles gave us again, you know? So, Lauren Fowles, once again, a very amazing woman, you know. Definitely a big shout out to her for creating this whole show in the first place. Not the whole series like the 80s and 90s one, but still, the late thousands, you know, 2013, aka 2013. But yeah, you know, she moved on with the times. She made it cool for guys and girls to watch, you know. Other than that, what happens is at the end of the show, like, they kind of leave off where they left off on Just for Sidekicks when that part where Spikey throws that thing at Angel Bunny, like that glowing gem or whatever, and then, like, stops from Fluttershy meeting up with Angel Bunny because they thought they were still in Ponyville. He's like, oh my, what a mess. And then after that, they all leave and everything, and Pinkie Pie's out there eating cinnamon buns like a boss. Other than that, and they show, like, whatever happened to us, and, you know, like, I'm sure Spike's doing all fine and everything. You think he has a lot of responsibility for himself? They're just talking about how he took care of their dogs and their cats and the rest of their pets, so, like, see if he's doing fine. And at the end, they just close out the episode with Spike just hiding under there, And like, did y'all hear that? And then Applejack's like, she thought she heard Gummy's stomach growl. So that was in the other episode. You got to see that review. I did that one 2 weeks ago, so definitely check that one out. But yeah, other than that, what happens is that I just close out the episode and that's it. So my whole thoughts, views, and opinions on this is that basically what happens for me, it was a very funny laid-back episode. You know, it was very awesome. You know, I love all the little action and suspense they threw in there, and I love all the little fanciness they threw in that inspector pony. What made me really laugh about it is when Rarity was trying to do Princess Cadence's hair, it kept making it worse until she got all of the little 12 steps right. It took her 7 hours to do the whole thing, so she's a trooper. And what else was real funny about it, Pinkie Pie kept eating those cinnamon buns. I was like, oh man, she's still getting a stomach ache after this. But yeah, that's all I had to say in this episode review. So peace out, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you're at in this world. And one more other thing I want to throw out there real quick is that I'm not sure if I'll do it next week or the week after. I was thinking about doing a trailer review for that movie that Bruce Willis just put out there. It's A Good Day to Die Hard. It's coming out this Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to see it or not. If not, I'll just do a trailer review on it. So you guys take it easy, stay safe, be careful. I'll see you around. Like I said, later, good night, and see you soon. I'm going to go eat some dinner because I am hungry as shit because I just came out of work almost 4 hours ago and I still haven't had nothing to eat. So stomach, excuse me, stomach is calling, you know. Stomach is definitely calling me to eat something. So please keep it safe. See you soon. And I'll see you in the next one. All right? Late.